Big transfer news for Liverpool fans. Police car light Virgil van Dijk's private chat with PSG chief sparks rumors. Face screaming in fear plus. An £80 million homegrown star and potential Isak move. Collision. Stay tuned for all the latest transfer gossip. Virgil van Dijk theory emerges after Liverpool star's private chat with PSG chiefs. Rio Ferdinand believes Virgil van Dijk could be tempted by a switch to PSG if the French powerhouse comes calling. The Liverpool captain's contract expires this summer, and with renewal talks seemingly stalled, a summer exit appears increasingly likely. Following the Reds' penalty shootout loss to PSG in the Champions League on Tuesday, Van Dijk was seen chatting in the tunnel with the League One club's sporting director Luis Campos and chairman Nasser Al-Khelaifi. This, along with Van Dijk's recent admission that he has no idea about his future at Anfield, has seen speculation growing that he could be heading to the Parc des Princes at the end of the season. However, French outlet RMC reports that the Dutch star's discussion with Campos and Al-Khelaifi was nothing more than an impromptu chat, with no mention of a potential transfer. Still, Manchester United icon Ferdinand thinks that if PSG were to table an offer, Van Dijk would seriously weigh his options. Before those quotes, I'd have said that Liverpool are going to re-sign him and keep him there, the former England defender, 46, said on Rio Ferdinand Presence. Captain, trophies coming in, why is he going to want to go anywhere else? But if Paris Saint-Germain come knocking now, a young, hungry team, I'd definitely listen. If I was him. If Real Madrid come, I'd go. Then there's Saudi. I don't think Virgil's ready to go Saudi. I don't know, man. I think it's 50-50 whether he's going to stay or not. When questioned about his contract situation earlier this week, Van Dijk maintained that he remains uncertain about his next move, insisting that anyone claiming otherwise is lying to your face. The 33-year-old stated, "I've no idea if I will stay." He added, "I still have no idea at the moment. Genuinely, I have no idea at the moment. Talks aren't on hold. Nothing's on hold. I keep saying the same thing. Listen, there are 10 games to go and that's my full focus. If there is news, you guys will know it. I don't even know myself. Everyone knows there are some conversations behind the scenes, but that's about it. At the moment, I don't even know what will happen next year. If anyone says they do know, they're lying to your face." Van Dijk isn't the only Liverpool star facing an uncertain future. Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold are also nearing the final stretch of their current deals at Anfield. Salah, who looked visibly emotional after Tuesday's Champions League exit, sparked speculation that he may have played his last game in the competition for the club. The Egyptian forward, who was named Premier League Player of the Month for a record-tying 7th time on Friday, Thomas Tuchel agrees. Liverpool have another £80 million homegrown star. Thomas Tuchel agrees. Liverpool have a homegrown star worth an absolute fortune. Liverpool went a very, very long time without any serious players coming through their youth academy. Fortunately, that's been fixed and the Reds consistently have youngsters featuring in the first team. In fact, the first-team squad boasts a good few right now. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the crown jewel, of course, but Curtis Jones is also firmly entrenched in the squad. Kevin Kelleher and Connor Bradley have each forced their way into strong roles, too. Liverpool have done a sensational job of pushing through their youngsters and helping them reach their potential. There's a ton of hype around Trey Nyoni and Rio Ngumaha, both more under-21 players at this stage. James McConnell is another who could break into the first-team setup before long. And then there's Jarell Quansah, a player with an interesting story already. Jarell Quansah for England. The season before last, Quansah was playing on loan for Bristol Rovers. What a ride it's been since then. Quansah unexpectedly broke into the Liverpool first team last season and actually ended the campaign as first choice alongside Virgil van Dijk and over Ibrahima Konate. Arne Slot then kept him in that role to kick off his era. Only, halfway through the first game of the season, Slot took Quansah off and swapped him for the Frenchman. It's a move that seemingly shattered his confidence and it's taken a long time to get it back. Slot publicly admitted this but claimed last month that Quansah is back to his best. We'd argue he's pretty close, yeah. And it seems Thomas Tuchel agrees. He's named Quansah in his first England squad and did so over Everton's Jared Branthwaite, who missed out. Branthwaite has been one of the best up-and-coming defenders in England and one that Liverpool actually want to sign. His price tag of around £80 million isn't putting too many off either. Only, Tuchel appears to prefer Quansah, a player of a similar age and experience. Liverpool seem to have their own £80 million centre-back. Then, if we're going by that valuation. One born straight from their academy, too. This call-up is a massive stamp of authority on both Liverpool and Quansah. It shows that the Reds' development process is recognized for what it is, while the player is viewed by the England setup as one of the, if not the best young centre-backs around. Jamie Carragher has little question mark about Liverpool pursuing Alexander Isak transfer. Jamie Carragher has his doubts about Liverpool signing Alexander Isak, with the Newcastle United striker being linked with a move to Anfield ahead of the summer. Jamie Carragher has raised doubts over a potential move for Alexander Isak from Liverpool in the summer, with the former defender questioning whether the club would splash out such a large amount of money for one player. Isak has been linked with a move to Anfield, and it's looking increasingly likely that the Reds will be on the lookout for a new striker. Speculation continues over the future of Darwin Núñez, and with the Uruguayan enduring a new low following his penalty miss against Paris Saint-Germain, it seems a good bet that the club may look to cut its losses after 3 years. When looking at potential replacements, few stand out more than Isak. The Newcastle striker has been in superb form this season, having struck 19 Premier League goals to leave him behind just Mohamed Salah and Erling Haaland in the race for the Golden Boot. Newcastle, though, is unlikely to let him go without a fight. Reports have suggested only offers of around $193 million, £150 million, will be entertained, while others have even gone as far as claiming it will take as much as $247 million, £200 million, to pry him away from St. James Park. That hefty price tag is enough for Carragher to feel a deal might not happen for Liverpool. That is the one little question mark against him. He's not someone who plays every game. He's not, Carragher told the Redmond TV. And that's when I think about Liverpool, me personally, all round, I'd still have Haaland. I think there's a mentality about Haaland, he's just got that killer instinct. When you talk about paying £150 million for a 25-year-old, I don't know if that's something Liverpool would rightly look at. Dave Davis. Fans beaten down to expect no purchases unless players sold. FSG, transfer budget and backing Arne Slot. Liverpool's crucial summer decisions. Liverpool are on the cusp of a transformative summer. With the Premier League title within reach, attention is already shifting towards what comes next. Arne Slot, stepping into the massive void left by Jurgen Klopp, faces a pivotal transition period. As Trev Downey put it on the Big Decisions podcast for Anfield Index, Liverpool are standing on shifting sands right now. Contracts remain unresolved, transfer budgets are a mystery, and FSG's long-term strategy is under scrutiny. Contract uncertainty. Van Dijk and Salah in limbo. For months, Liverpool fans have debated the futures of Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. The expectation was that their deals would be extended smoothly. Yet, with the season nearing its end, there's still no resolution. Van Dijk's comments after the PSG defeat were particularly striking. I don't know what's going to happen next season. If anyone says they do know, they are lying to your face. That does not sound like a captain confident about his future. And it's not just him. Salah remains in limbo, despite being arguably the best player in the world on current form. Downey didn't hold back. Liverpool currently are the proud employers of the best centre-half and the best attacker in world football. And we are in the laughably stupid position of not having those guys comfortable in their knowledge that they have a future at Anfield. I fail to see any logic in that. Why the delay? Could it be a contract standoff from FSG? Or, as Dave Davis suggested, could this be the owners pressing the biggest reset button in Liverpool's modern history? Major outgoings, Núñez, Alexander-Arnold, and the unexpected overhaul. The departures at Anfield this summer could be bigger than anyone anticipated. According to Downey, several key players could be leaving. Darwin Núñez. I think Darwin's absolutely out the gate, and the main reason for that is he will bring money in. Luis Diaz. Persistent rumors, fueled by comments from his father, suggest a move could happen. Diogo Jota. If these guys are as ruthless as we're told, they'll see this as the last chance to get money for him. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Silence around his contract is deafening. As Downey noted, why would you not just say, "I want to stay"? Instead, we get his brother coming out with Trent McManaman. If those players leave, Liverpool's front line will be completely reshaped. The transfer budget puzzle. Will FSG spend? With so many outgoings, the question remains, will FSG reinvest properly? For years, Liverpool's transfer dealings have operated within a strict sell-to-buy model. There's no sign that will change, despite the club needing serious investment in key areas. Dave Davis summarized the situation perfectly. Thanks for watching.